Hi, Rula again from Change Your Life Now. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about our body and how we are connected with our body. Do you know that you are a spiritual being inside this body and that the body is the uniform that you wear? It's like a suit. It's like your home for the soul as you are in this lifetime on this planet. Because when we die, the body stays behind and the soul goes somewhere. Where does the soul go? That's another discussion. For now, my focus is to talk about how you are connected with your body in the moment, in the here and now. Are you aware of your body? Are you connected with all aspects of your body? When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you look in the mirror and you see, oh, I've got flabby arms, oh, I've got a big tummy, oh, I've got hips, I've got little cushions on my hips. You know, we judge ourselves. We're so judgmental of how our body looks. On the other extreme, we've got those of us who are fanatic about over exercising and going to the gym and working out and building muscle and, you know, doing whatever it is that we do to protect our bodies and to make sure our bodies are strong. Have we ever wondered why we do all this? Why do we treat our body the way we do? Do we torture it with eating disorders? Overeating, binge eating and purging, bulimia, starving ourselves, starving our body, anorexia, torturing our body. So many people torture the body with hurting it. They cut themselves, they burn themselves, they do all sorts of things to their bodies. It's unconscious, of course. It's just a form of being disconnected from the body. Any crazy habits that we do, that we use to feel numb, for example, alcohol or drugs or smoking even, any sort of habitual behavior that we do in order to feel calmer or to feel less stressed or to feel less anxiety or less sadness or whatever it is, we do something because it's the connection with the body. So what we have to do in our journey through life, in order to have a happy life, in order to have a good quality of life, we really need to connect to the body, because this is what we have. This is the only home we have. And if we don't respect it and honor it and love it and look after it, it will tell us stuff. It will tell us something is wrong and you need to work on it. It will tell you if you have problems with your gut, for example, it will tell you that there is something going on regarding joy, regarding being happy in your life, because that's to do with the sacral chakra. It's to do with that energy center in the body that deals with intuition and joy and fun and laughter. If you have issues with your throat, thyroid problems, if you have constant throat problems, sore throat, voice problems, issues with sore neck and that kind of stuff, it's to do with the throat chakra, which is relating to speaking your truth. Speaking the truth, is there something you need to say outside of you to someone else, or is there something that you need to say to yourself, to be true to yourself? So this is what I mean about the body telling us that there is something going on in that triangle of health that we talk about: the physiology of the body, the emotions of the body, and the energy of the body. If you have stuff going on with breathing, with breath, with breasts, with lungs, all this area here is to do with the heart chakra. Anything to do with breathing, not being able to breathe, shortness of breath, panic attacks, fear, this is all to do with not being, not loving yourself, not being in loving relationships, finding difficulties with connecting with yourself, with who you really are. And that's where the heart chakra shows physical manifestations. So things like problems with the lungs, even lung cancer as far as that stage, or breast cancer, all of this. The breasts are about nurturing, how we nurture our children. It's the woman's natural thing to do, to nurture and to give nourishment to a newborn baby. And often there's a disconnection which is so subtle we're not even aware of it, that if we haven't had that nurturing, loving relationship with our parents from when we were born, or with our children when they are born and at an early stage, there is an unconscious disconnection. And these are the kind of things that we explore in kinesiology. We ask the body through muscle testing, what is going on? Why is it that I have this intense sadness in my body that is affecting this part of my body, the heart, the lungs, the breasts? What is it that's making me so sad that I can't breathe, that I'm short of breath the whole time, that I have these panic attacks? It's the neurological pathways that connect to the brain. And again, we're running from fight or flight. That reptilian brain, that limbic system that's at the back of the brain, that is our natural gift it's a response. It's a natural response to run away from the tiger, or to fight, or to fight back. And if we haven't been able to do that for some reason, we suppress. And when we suppress, we lock in those emotions, and it becomes unconscious. We're not even aware of it. And then it can build up and build. If we don't deal with it, of course, it can build up and build up until eventually it has to come to an eruption of some sort in the form of disease. So going back to the body, when you look in the mirror, what do you see? Can you look at yourself in the mirror naked? Can you just stand there and look at the mirror and say, I love my body. Oh my gosh, I just love my body. I love that I have arms. I love that I have a tummy. I love that I have legs that work. I love that I have muscles that I can flex and move, and I can walk, and whatever it is I can do. How am I loving my body? Why do I have to compare myself to others? Why do I have to look at all these beautiful Instagram figures that are showing how amazing their life is? And if that's what I want to do, then what am I going to do about it? If I want to change my body, what am I going to do about it? And we need to go back to the beginning, in fact, it goes back even further, from the genes. We carry energy through our parents. What is it that I decided that I don't like about myself, and I'm tormenting myself? Often we find that people who've had trauma, abuse of some sort, overeat because it's an unconditional response, an unconscious response that says, I need to be big so that I can't be beautiful. I need to be big so nobody will look at me. I need to be big so I can be strong. Or the other way around, I need to be thin so I can be invisible. These are all unconscious beliefs that we have to work on. We have to go within in order for us to deal with our baggage, for us to be happy and healthy. We have to go to the shadows. We have to go to those deep, dark, intense moments where we realize that this is how we're going to live our lives. If we want to live an abundant life, if we want to live a happy life for the time that we have ahead of us. We live in terribly tormenting times at the moment, and we're all going through this emotional turmoil of comparing and karmic cleansing and belief systems that we have buried in our unconscious minds. Not even looking at it from a collective point of view, but just look at it from yourself. Look at it from your own point of view. What is it that you feel that you need to fix in your psyche, in your emotional state and your physical state? Do you want to be healthy? Do you want to be a happy person? Well, what are you going to do about it? You can't blame others. You can only blame yourself. You cannot change others. You can only change yourself. And if you do not do the work, then you will get sick. And then you will be unhappy. And then your life will be shortened. The purpose of life is joy and love. And if you do not allow yourself to feel love for yourself to start with, how are you going to be able to be there for others? How are you going to be able to love and support your family, your children, your relatives, the others around you, your community? So it has to start with you. Do the work on yourself. Go within. Spend quiet time in nature. Do some writing. Write about your story. Write about the constant things that you keep telling yourself over and over and over again. I am like this because. I am like that because it was my mother's fault. It was my father's fault. It was my brother's fault. No, you have the choice. You can choose to acknowledge all these stories that you repeat and to say, okay, I get it, but is that who I am? Or you can do the work to change your life. You can do the work to make your life better. And once you make your life better for yourself, and once you raise your vibration to become a happier person and a better person, looking after your health, eating well, thinking happy thoughts, positive thoughts, then you will be able to be strong to cope with the times that we're going through. The financial crisis, the wars, the hatred amongst people, the anger, the resentment. You have to go within. You have to go inside, spend quiet time in nature, do the journaling, talk to yourself, talk to whatever you believe in outside of you in terms of your spirituality, and then really find out, how do you want to live your life moving forward? Do you need help? What is it that you need to do to have a better life and to allow yourself to become a better person? So let me put these thoughts out for you to do some contemplating and really help you to change your life for the better. So thank you and have a beautiful day. Namaste.